happy we won. I thought, with all that was going on tonight, I had a feeling it wasn't going to be a pretty game, but I was disappointed in our defensive rebounding on Tristan. He did a heck of a job. It was disappointing in our pace. We didn't feel like we've had enough energy. We only forced 3 turnovers, 0 in the first half. That's not who we are. They had 20 more possessions than we did. But I am very happy and proud of the way the guys fought in the fourth quarter, where we had been blowing leads prior. We came back and we got stops when we needed to. We got out and ran with a small group. I thought JaVale did a really nice job defensively down the stretch for us. Made a big layup for us. But 2-1 on this road trip, with all the traveling we did, is very, very good for our group.
Look, you're down, I think, 8 with about 5 minutes left. What is having LeBron in those situations to close out a game do, and what did he do tonight specifically?
Well, he's one of the best closers our game has ever seen. So, having him on the court, we knew if we could put together some stops, that was going to be the key. And offensively, we'd be able to, find good shots or get out and run a little bit in transition. But with him, kind of anchoring that attack on that end of the floor is obviously something that any coach would love to have.
What did you think of the reception he got?
I heard maybe 1 or 2 boos, but it was mostly, I don't know, it was mostly cheers from what I heard, and that should be. I mean, the guy, he's done so much here, and he has so much love for the city on and off the basketball court, the whole area, not just Cleveland, but it was nice to see him kind of get a standing O coming back here.
How important was this game to him?
You got to ask him that.
In a sense, in the last 24 hours around him?
No. I mean, he's pretty professional. I mean, you get that day 1 of training camp, type of, he's locked in, he's all business. He jokes around and has fun, but that's a question he's got to answer.
What do you think of Lonzo's aggressiveness tonight?
I loved it. If I forgot to lead off with that, I apologize. It was one of my favorite parts of our game, was how much he was attacking the rim. Even the ones he didn't finish, I didn't care. Just seeing him get downhill and be physical and play make. He's so gifted with that. To see him kind of take that next step was really a positive for us.
It's quite a difference, Luke, for him. I mean, a year ago he's here and he's playing against LeBron for the first time, talking to him at the end of the game. Here he comes back with LeBron and he has a good game. How different are things for him now than they were just a year ago?
Well, it's always changing, and like I've said before, it's unfortunate he had to miss this whole off season as far as personal, individual growth as a player. But he learned from being in the league last year, and now, this year he has to learn on the go, and that's just where he's at. And I think it helps, obviously, when you play with really good vets, and whether it's LeBron or he's working with Rondo or just getting that extra work in each and every day. He's come a long way, and I thought he took a really big step tonight.
There's really only been a couple of games all season where you didn't have a chance to win in the final minutes, and even in those games you made some sort of comeback to make it somewhat competitive. What does it say about your group that there seems to be some sort of resiliency in the early part of the season?
Oh, you love it. We've learned that lesson on both sides, where we think we have a game, we're up 18, and we give in and we find a way to win it. And like you said, a lot of those games, we fought back with a couple minutes left, and that's what you want, that inside your players. And then obviously we have to clean up the other parts of the game that lead to those moments. But that competitive edge, that competitive spirit is something that we preach in our practice site every day. We have a winner's board. We track everything. We try to make every drill we do a competitive one for those type of reasons.
The free throws have been an issue for the last couple of years now. Did you want to make sure to get KCP in there? Seems like one guy who's been on a good streak there.
He's one of our better free throw shooters, yeah. So that's, he was in and out kind of towards the end. I thought he did a really nice job on Corver defensively. And then for free throws as well, at the end of the game, we wanted to get him back in. And he did a nice job of knocking down the ones we needed him to hit.
What happened on that play where Corver got so open for the 3?
We were supposed to switch everything. So Zoe said he got held on the screen. So we'll watch tape on it. But even if he got held, we should stunt from the guy taking the ball out of bounds. Zoe And we talked to them. It's all learning still, but we should be on the other side of that screen, so it's an easier switch. Even though you're given direct line, you're up 3 at that moment. And, you know, that's what hurts you. So, you know, we're obviously happy Corver missed that, but we're not happy that he got such a clean look.
There was a 15 3 turnover disparity. Why was that margin so large?
I don't think we started the game with the defensive intensity that we normally play with. You know, we got long athletes, especially in our starting group, and we just didn't do a good job of getting deflections. It's, you know, part of what we talk about being on our defense, being an active defense. We can get out and run the lanes with our multiple ball handlers, and tonight we didn't put them under that type of pressure, at least in the first half. And then in the second half, they were in a good rhythm. I thought our intensity picked up, but you know, they were already feeling good and making moves and finding open players, and a few that we almost forced that we just some bad bounces on. But for the most part, it was us not playing with enough defensive intensity early on.